Man, religious people are the worst. Jesus dealt with them all the time. And in Matthew chapter 12, he was dealing with them. They accused him of breaking the Sabbath. And so Jesus, in response to that, he said, well, God says in the Old Testament, in the book of Hosea, I desire mercy and not sacrifice. That could also be translated, I desire steadfast love, not sacrifice. See, he was saying, I want you to love people like I love them, not just try to keep rules to prove how good you are. And so Jesus, he quoted that, and then he goes into this gathering of these religious people, and they try to take this man with a deformity of his hand. He was disabled. His hand was deformed, and they brought him to Jesus, and they said, Jesus, is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath? Because they wanted to trap Jesus and catch him in breaking a rule. And Jesus says, how many of you have a sheep? And if that sheep fell into a well on the Sabbath, you would rescue it. And he said, this man has far more value than a sheep. So, of course, it's lawful to do good on the Sabbath. And he healed the man's hand. And this infuriated the people. Because here's the deal. If you're a religious person, it's all about proving how good you are by keeping the rules. And so you've got to prove how you kept a rule and somebody else didn't. That you've got to prove how you're better than somebody else. So you've got to live at the expense of other people. And Jesus said, that's not what God wants. God wants you to demonstrate steadfast love to others, not keep rules or make sacrifices.